Hey guys, Ben here and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Superman and Lois and a potential crossover coming in the future. So if you do go on to enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future DCTV videos later this year. Okay, first things first, we are moving my live stream from Thursday this week. That is today when this video is coming out. We're going to be actually doing the live stream tomorrow instead at about 10 PM UK time. So come tune in live tomorrow on a Friday for a one-off, and then the week after that we'll be back to a Thursday. It's just I couldn't make today happen for the live stream, and so that's why I'm recording this video today instead of releasing it tomorrow. So hopefully that makes sense, and I look forward to all of you guys joining us at 10 PM UK time tomorrow on my channel. Okay, so let's go into today's main topic. This was a video that was released online. It was actually sent to me by one of you guys. I'm going to leave the link in the description below to the video if you guys want to go ahead and watch it, because I think it's a very interesting watch. It was actually a video recorded at Wales Comic Con. Wales Comic Con normally has like a fairly substantial list of Arrowverse guests and DC guests in general, and so they had Matt Ryan there, Brett Bassinger and Alex Garfin. Not sure if there was more actors than that, but this was one specific panel that was released online. And so we're talking about this conversation with Brett and Alex. Obviously Brett is Stargirl and Alex plays Superboy aka Jordan Kent on Superman Lois. And basically they're in conversation with the guy asking the questions, and basically they go into how Stargirl and Superman Lois might have a crossover in the future. Basically, we're going to be talking about that in today's video, breaking it down, talking about what could have been and what could still happen in terms of a crossover and any cameos that could happen in Superman Lois's final season. So Brett goes on to say, Stargirl Season 4 would have been all to do with the multiverse, which was previously confirmed after it was announced that Stargirl was cancelled by the CW a while ago. They said that the next season would have been all to do with the multiverse, and that's what the Titans cameo was setting up for Stargirl. So Stargirl would have had, according to Brett, each episode as a different crossover. So you would have seen characters show up from different shows showing up and having these crossovers in all of the episodes. Again, this never turned out to be because Stargirl Season 4 wasn't renewed, so that means it ended with Season 3. It was cancelled by the CW, and I think that's one of the biggest travesties, especially because of what they've been talking about since Stargirl ended, how Season 4 would have been this multiverse season and how we would have had all these crossovers. So confirming that and confirming Jeff Johns' plans afterwards, it's a little bit painful for me. I don't know about you guys, what do you think about this? But Brett goes on to say that her and Alex Garfin met in Vancouver while filming, and so they are manifesting that Stargirl makes a cameo in Superman Lois, Brett says. And so she's brought it up to Jeff Johns, trying to get maybe him to talk to the showrunner of Superman Lois, Todd Helbing, or potentially Greg Berlanti, because obviously Brett is a huge fan of playing Stargirl, and now she can't play Stargirl anymore. But with Superman Lois being the final Arrowverse show, there's always the chance that we could get some final cameos in Superman Lois, and Stargirl is one of the ones that I think most of us would like to see, and I think it's not out of the realm of possibility. So she's doing everything that she can to get back in the super suit, whether it's for Superman Lois or some other project. She would love to get back into Stargirl once again. But yeah, this is just very exciting to hear them talk about this at Wales Comic Con, and I kind of wish I was there. Like, I did go to a Comic Con last May, that was the last time I went. There was a bunch of actors from the Arrowverse there, and it was so good seeing Tyler in real life once again and them talking about the shows. Obviously that was around the time that the writer's strike had just started, but the actor strike hadn't actually started by then. But basically then Alex Garfin goes on to talk, and obviously he's just like continuing off of what Brecca said, how, you know, she is manifesting that Stargirl makes a cameo in Superman Lois, and the fact that she's brought it up. So Alex Garfin goes on to say that he knows more than fans do as of right now, but during the strike he didn't know much about the future of Superman Lois, so he's kind of got the gist of the plans. But he wasn't sure during the strike whether the show would be back or it would be the final season. Like, you remember back when they announced that Superman Lois had been renewed for Season 4, they didn't originally say it was the final season, because I think at that point they were undecided, and I think during the strike they actually decided that it's probably going to be too expensive for them to continue based on the shows that they're trying to put out on the network. Obviously, they know that this performs definitely much better than the other shows because the CW has been flopping with those other shows. We talked about that in separate videos with the new shows that they have acquired. So now that everyone who is working on Superman Lois has more clarity about what they're going to be doing for this final season, and the fact that it is a final season, I guess is now a good thing, because Alex actually also reveals an important thing, that they've done episode 1. They've already finished writing it, and so it's fully completed. He's read it, the rest of the cast and crew have read it, and he says it's absolutely phenomenal. So that's really good to hear, because we weren't sure if they were actually just like starting to write episode 1 or how far along they were. Like I said before, during the strike, I thought clearly they had an idea of the way they wanted to take it, if it was the final season, if it was just a season in between what would be a final season with a season 5. But now they know that it's the final season and they've wrote episode 1 already. That's a really good start, because we've got to get going with these episodes. We got to get them written out and then actually get the cast and crew ready. So pre-production will begin shortly, I believe probably sometime in December, as they prepare to return around January time. We heard that there is a tentative start date for the filming, which I believe was January 11th or somewhere around there. Could be getting that wrong, but it's in the first couple of weeks of January, and it's going to be filming for just over 3.5 months until sometime in April, and that's when filming should supposedly end. But again, for now that is tentative, so that can change if there's any delays, if there's any changes, and so they might need some more time basically. So this is a 10 episode season, and obviously there's a lot of stuff that they can cram in those episodes. So let's talk more about the crossover idea with Stargirl. So he likes the plan that they have for the season so far. That's what Alex Garland says. You know, basically what they have going on is very interesting, and he's still waiting for that final debrief call to kind of know what exactly is going on throughout the whole season. They've obviously given him the gist, especially because he has read the first episode and kind of knows what he's working with for at least the beginning. Obviously you have to remember there is all those huge cuts to the cast, so it's going to be very different supposedly for him, because he's going to be spending less time with Sarah, less time with some of the other people, and more time with just the core family. And I guess he's going to face off against Lex this season as Superboy. That's something that's probably definitely going to happen. And he also says he's been manifesting and asking for a crossover or cameo for Breck to appear as Stargirl. And so he said he's actually been asking for that as well. So that's obviously a good thing to hear, that they're both kind of hoping for this and kind of pushing for it a little bit. That's what he hinted at least. And so I would like any sort of crossover, and I think Stargirl would be a good crossover, considering she is such a good character, but she wasn't like fully intertwined into the Arrowverse properly. Like obviously at the end of her show, she got to show up in Titans. That was awesome. You got to see the Flash in that as well, so that was something different. And then also you had Jay Garrick show up in an episode, and they had some fun with the show. It was a really good show, but as Breck was saying, they didn't like go fully as far as maybe they would have hoped, and so they would have liked to explore the multiverse, do more crossovers. That's something that Jeff Johns would have definitely liked to do, but I guess that's kind of his fault a little bit, that he didn't take the time when they were on air to actually be a little bit more proactive with his crossovers, apart from those final few crossovers. Like, I think he could have got some bigger crossovers during Stargirl's 3-season run. And so, what do you guys think of this? Would you like to see Breck and Alex crossover, obviously with the greater cast of Superman Lois? And I think the main question is, do you think there is space in this season to have crossovers and cameos in this 10 episode season? I certainly think there is enough time, especially since we saw what they did with the Flash. Yes, this is a little bit shorter in terms of the episode count for the season, but I think if they truly care about the Arrowverse, they will make space. But as I said before, I don't think Todd Helbing cares as much as an Eric Wallace or a Jeff Johns does. So that's why it's kind of a bummer to hear that this cancelled season of Stargirl would have had all these crossovers and cameos, because I actually believe that Jeff Johns would have done that. So that pretty much does it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you like what you heard, please be sure to leave a like and a comment, would really help out the video. Also subscribe and turn on notifications if you're new. As I said at the start of the video, please tune in tomorrow 10 PM UK time, translate that to wherever you guys are around the world, and I'll see you tomorrow for a live stream. And I've got a very special guest who is going to be joining me, so it's going to be an exciting stream. We've got lots to talk about, so I'll see you guys then. For now, you can click on the top right corner of the screen to watch my latest video, but I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.
I see red.